Giving honor to the Spirit of Christ, which is the head of my life and the head of the church, we want to give praise and honor to God. I just can't, I couldn't get this if God didn't give it to me. I'm just letting y'all know. He reigns, rules, and abide in my life, but that's my belief system. But I want to give y'all the word, be still. Still, meaning don't move. Don't move. Be still. Sometimes we do stuff and we don't really realize that being still is okay. Because God woke me up. He woke me up this morning, gave me life, health, and strength. And the strength that he gave me, I've already drunk my coffee. I've already prepared myself for what I'm going to wear to the doctor's office. Because two things that are happening today that I never really paid attention to. My husband is off on Wednesday, and so is my son. Happy Wednesday. But they both need rest. They don't work on Wednesdays. My son don't work on Wednesdays. And his dad is off on Wednesdays. Today, happy Wednesday. But do y'all know me being still, knowing that God will fight my battle, has been so important. You know God will wake you up with a song in your mind that you just can't shake. Be Still, God to Fight Your Battle by Reverend Timothy Fleming Sr. I've been playing it over and over and over again. Because you know why? That's the song God woke me up with. He woke me up with that song. He woke me up with that song in my spirit. How if I just be still, God gonna fight my battle, and trust me. He fighting my battle. The warring angels that I sent out is fighting my battle. I'm not worried about nothing. I never cared about nothing. Some things that are happening to my life. But I'm still. I'm not moving until God say move. Till my husband say move. Till my son say move. But right now, we being still. Be steadfast. I'm Hazel May constantly. I'm constantly in prayer for my family, for my daughter, for my son, for my husband. Because being still means that you don't move in any kind of way. You just stay on the course. If you stay on your course, what you need to do for yourself, instead of being still, you might miss it. Sometimes it takes for you to stop, rethink, and then come back at it. Nobody told you. Who told you failure was your destiny? Who told you what you had going on in your life wasn't important? Because the two men are important in my life. Two, my husband and my son, they're important in my life. They're important. I talked to my husband. He's off today. He's resting. And I told him to get his rest and something he needs to pick up. But he had already placed in his mind what he was having for breakfast, because he said that's what he feel like doing. He said he loved his little barrel in Brooklyn where he live at, because everything is conveniently there for him. And I thank God for that. And we was talking about Orlando, and we was talking about Millennium Mall. Baby, Millennium Mall is the truth. The truth. When I tell you, baby, Nike, this, that in Orlando. If Orlando is where he want to live, guess what? Orlando it is, even though I want to go back to Florida. But that's my design. I told him, I said, whatever you see fit for us to do, we will do it. If Orlando is where you want us to go, we will go to Orlando. We will do whatever you say do. I am letting my husband, lead me wherever I go. And that's the problem. If you so desire marriage, you have to be still. Know yourself. Know your self-worth. Because self-worth is the main thing. It's the esteem of self, in my Cat Williams voice. You got to have something in your life that you might need to be still about, rethink it, and then go back at it again. But understand, when God wake you up with a song, if it's any type of song, that's going to help you manifest, then by all means, manifest. Manifest your dreams. Destiny lies when you are the abundance of you. When your belief system becomes a ritual to you, be happy about it. Move in that direction. Move. But sometimes you got to be still and rethink it. Because if we don't rethink or renew our minds, we might make a wrong decision. But sometimes you just need to stop, pause for the cause, and go back at it again. There's nothing wrong with going back. You can fail 17 times, but it's the idea that you got up and you started again. Start your life over again. Start your presence over again. You get a blank page every day to wake up and say, I can change my life with just my mind. And then once I change it with my mind, I use my physical ability to move in the direction that I need to go. But it's just the renewing of your mind to think about some things. Y'all know I've been thinking about a lot of things. I got a lot of things going on. Today is a doctor's appointment. My son's supposed to be returning home. My husband off. My son is off. But I pray over my daughter too. Even though she was disrespectful, you have to pray over your seeds. Because I can tell y'all, I had a dream, and I'm holding on to that dream, that my daughter called me and apologized and said, I'm sorry. And I'm holding on to God's faith and his unchanging hand, that he is faithful to me, and I'm going to be faithful to him. That's my belief system. And what we believe in, sometimes the traveling conversation that you need to have with yourself is, let me just stop for a minute. Think. And then go in my own direction. What's in me may not be in you. To drive yourself to where you need to go. Destiny is your presence. Your presence is destiny. That you are destined to do something great, amazing, wonderful. I got a whole bunch of things that's going on in the works in my life. But you know what? One thing I am sure of, that if I just be still, God will fight my battle. I don't have to worry about nothing that's going on in the world. I don't have to worry about the Delta coronavirus. I never had care of it. I got vaccinated, so did my son. My son took a trip. He's fine. He's coming home. And whenever he get here, doesn't matter to me. Because you know what? That's his life. And we're going to be still. Because God has fought our battle. And we still, right now. We real still. Little do he know, there's a lot of things that's going to happen in his life. But it's about being a mother. Being a loving mother. Being an open and honest mother. Being a mother who has a son who loves her unconditionally. Faith without works is dead. But right now we can be still. Thank you, Governor Pinson. We can be still. Because we know by the time the eviction, if it ever goes in, we are doing things on our behalf. Because you can't evict somebody that's already gone. But that's what I'm saying. Take some time and be still. Take some time and look over your life and change your direction. But what are you needing to be still about and refocus? There's no such thing as a channel or a map of your life. If there was, trust me, you would want to know what direction you need to go to. And you'll be all in your map trying to find out, okay, if I'm here and I need to go there, what I got to do. A map is okay, child, please. Let me let y'all know something. I have a map app, Google Map, and some of us do too. Because sometimes we always need to know where's stuff at. How do we get there? How do we do things? Maneuver. I'm an Uber person. I hate Lyft. I'm Uber. I Uber. And I thank God. But I also have a service here that's going to pick me up. And I'm going to pay cash for it to take me to my doctor's appointment. But I've already prepared what I'm wearing. I already got my good socks on. Let me let y'all know something. I don't know if y'all remember these. Yes, I had some push down socks back in the days. Y'all remember these? And I always patronize black-owned business. So when I saw that the black-owned business on the corner was open, I ran in. I got what I needed to get from the store, the store that was there. Then I crossed the street and went to a black-owned business and bought some stuff that I needed for myself, for me, because I support black business. I am a black business supporter, and I'm claiming victory over the enemy and everything that goes on in Inglewood. Inglewood, Chicago is where I live at. Inglewood, Chicago is where I'm going to reside if that's God's will. But if we move to another area, we're doing it because we have been still. And we know God is fighting our battles. And that direction that we go in, me and my son, may be together, may be separate. But again, it's his choice, his destiny. He has his own life. He's 25 years old. He had his own life. And I appreciate his life. I will never preach hate against the LGBTQ, unisex, vital sex, whatever. I can't do that because you know why? That's offensive. I support the LGBTQ community. But see, one thing about this is I love my son unconditionally. And unconditional means agape, without flaw or things. But we are petty parents, as I say. We so petty. But the thing about it is God knows all things, great and small. If you just be still, sometimes being still can change the way you maneuver. If you just stop for a minute, pause for the cause, rethink it, and go back at it. Again, I wish y'all wealth, health, and prosperity, because wealth, health, and prosperity is my desire for each and every one that is hearing my voice. Because wealth is not about, let me explain something about wealth. Wealth is not about how much money you got in your pocket. Wealth can be, in Africa, how fat you are. Do you know that in Africa, a fat woman will get a husband immediately? Yeah. But then again, everybody has a preference of what they like, what they don't like, who they are, what they are. But sometimes it takes you to have your power of yourself to manifest in your life. So if I can pour into you wealth means not about money. It's about how well you can establish paying your bills, making your life work, do the things that you need to do to take care of you and your household. That's wealth. Whether you have a dime a dollar in the bank account, that don't mean wealth. Wealth can be just as much as you saying, thank God I got a job. Thank God I got a phone call. Thank God I got this. Or I'm glad somebody took some time out and prayed for me. Or somebody's thinking about me and saw a point in my life where I was turned around. And God said, hold on, stop. I'm going to turn this situation around. All you got to do is just be still. I request health. Health doesn't necessarily mean physical health. It might mean spiritual health. Your spiritual health might need some shaking up, rattling. Your spiritual health on the journey of your map that you are driving. Just be still. And then prosperity. Prosperity is not necessarily about money either. It's about how do you see yourself in the future. See, this Delta variant has taken someone, beloved's son, actually is, we don't know the status of it, but we know we can pray for beloved's son. Because right now, he has COVID. We don't know if he's on a respirator, but I begin to pray for her child. Because you know what? One thing about her, life is crazy. But her son said they were not okay if he did not release them to talk about it. But like she said, I'm praying for my son, and I begin to pray for her son too. Because beloved's life is a millionaire. But this Delta variant, doesn't have any respectable person. That's why I wear my mask everywhere I go. Got 100 of them, different colors, different things, because I know what it is for me. Yes, I've been vaccinated, yes. But we understand that even vaccination can transpire and you can give out the variant. You can give out and you can receive a different strand of the Delta virus. But see, I'm claiming victory over my house, over my family, over my situation, because we're not scared of the Delta virus. You wanna know why? Because I still have bleach in my house, and bleach is my favorite smell. And I wake up and I clean my house. But you know what I don't allow? I don't allow people to enter my house. Anything that's wrong in my house, you walk in, you're going to have a blessing. Because I anoint everywhere I go, my doors, everywhere. So everybody that walk in, they receive my blessings. But one thing about me is these people not walking into my house. I'm going to get on the phone, make a couple of calls to make sure that my life, my health, my strength comes from my higher power. And every source in your being needs to recognize the you and you have a direction. Only if you stop and pause for the cause, get your mind right, and go back at it. Be blessed. I wish y'all wealth, health, and prosperity. To each and every one that listens to the sounds of my voice, know that being still is nothing wrong. But when God wake you up with a song, he meant for you to understand that song and minister to me, to you, to each and every one of us. Wealth, health, and prosperity. Life, because your eyes opened, your lungs started moving. That means you are among the living. God chose you to keep you alive. But somebody didn't get the opportunity to wake up. Because COVID has taken so many lives. People are fearful now. People are falling down. But know that the Delta variant doesn't have any rule over me, because I mask up everywhere I go. Walking down the street, I mask. If I'm out and about, I mask. Because for me, I don't care if I have vaccination. My body, my temple, say keep a mask on. 2 or 3 if you have to. Everywhere you go, you put a mask on. My son said, Mama, I don't wear my mask if I'm out in the street. Sorry, sweetie. That's not my story. My story is wherever I go, my mask go with me. I walk up and down the street, my mask is on. I do not care what the world thinks. I know for my health, a mask is necessary. Sorry. Y'all little children, y'all dying too. The little babies, the little kids are dying because they're not wearing masks. Because they party and they don't know how they get it. And they keep saying it's another strain out there. But I rebuke the spirit of fear. Don't fear about anything. People so wrapped up in what they saying to us and this, that. And I was laughing about Lollapalooza because Lollapalooza, they made it mandated. If you do not show proof of COVID or you do not show that you have been vaccinated, you will be wearing a mask. They have it set up in Chicago about Lollapalooza. We don't never go because the tickets be too expensive and it just ain't for us. Me and my son, we not that type of people. That's not our destination. That's too much money to be spending. And we ain't got that time. We got other things going on. Going to Lollapalooza ain't one of them. But I understand how they are governing themselves in Chicago and what they are saying to the people in Chicago. Lollapalooza can come, but I'm going to let y'all know up front. If you're not vaccinated, you will wear a mask. And not only will you wear a mask, you'll wear a mask even being vaccinated. So the crowd of people that's going to be there, that's spending their money, need to make sure they have their mask or their vaccination. Either way it go. But again, wealth, health, and prosperity is what I wish for y'all. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We are at Wednesday. Wednesday means we done win. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. Because I'm winning. I'm never losing. I don't take nothing for granted. And I wish you blessings all over the world. Oh, And the girl who do my hair, another blessing. I texted her yesterday because yesterday was Sunday. I'm gonna give y'all some more, and it was the taking of the body and the remembrance of. We do our eating of. We do communion in my church. God gave me so much information. The school for ruling. See, what is the school of ruling? Okay, it's an apostle teaching other apostles how to maneuver. And he says it's going to be slow. And see, one thing about me is it's my sanctuary. I am the sanctuary. So my temple is covered because I got clothes that say temple. I got clothes that say save and still dope. But my royal color is blue. So today I got my blue outfit already ready. Got on my black socks. Got my colorful Crocs together. I'm ready. I'm ready. But understand this. I got my head covered. Because my head covering gives me advice. It's going to shock a lot of people about my head covering. But I don't care because my life is my own. And the unity between him and I is still strong. We laugh about it. And I'm going to lose a lot of friends. But guess what? I'm not here to make friends with nobody. I'm here to live my life unapologetically anointed. And I follow the word of God. I follow the man of God. I follow what God told me. He tells me what to do. And if I just be still, knowing that God will fight my battle, I don't have to worry about anything. Because you may be a source, but you're not my resource. See, we have a source of power of energy. And it goes up and down, up and down. Chakras go up and down. And there are different colors of chakras in our lives, like crystals. People believe in crystals. I believe in crystals too. I hold on to my crystal if something's going wrong in my life, if things are not going. And then I have a Rose of Jericho. People who don't understand the Rose of Jericho, that's on you. But I have a Rose of Jericho. Yes, I do. I have one. Yep, and it's placed at my door. And I haven't lit it in a while because I already know. Nobody's stepping into my house but me and my son. And trust me, if you pray over your son and you pray over your daughter and you pray over your lifestyle, then you don't have nothing to worry about. Again, wealth, health, and prosperity is what I wish for you. Happy Wednesday. Be blessed. And I love y'all. Peace out.